So, did you catch a 4Runner when it went by? Is that what you were doing?
What's that?
I don't know. Some car was going by, and you're sitting here. Well, I'm trying to get things going. You're sitting here trying to talk about some 4Runner or something.
Yeah. 3rd gen.
Was it?
Yeah.
What's that, a Toyota or something?
It's the 3rd generation of the 4Runner. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty big. Like, what's yours?
The 5th gen.
5th gen?
Yeah.
You got an SR5? Is that what that means?
Yeah, that's nothing to brag about.
Okay.
SR5's basically as cheap as you can get.
Okay, but one of the things you were talking about today was all the slippery weather and you called and tried to tell me you couldn't come in because
that's
of
a lie.
snow.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
This morning you're complaining about snow and you couldn't come in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was scared.
Were you scared?
Yeah.
Driving out there?
I physically...
Driving safety is a huge thing on our job site.
Yeah, all jokes aside, yeah, it is.
We should practice a little more driver safety out there.
Employers should make sure that their trucks have good snow tires.
Good snow tires.
Maybe even studded. Although, that's a whole nother discussion. You think studs actually do anything?
I'm a stud.
Yeah, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
I think we do a lot.
No. Are your tires studded? Do you run studded snow tires?
No.
Yeah, I don't either.
You know what I do?
What?
That all-season thing.
Yeah, I actually just run summers. I think snow tires is I think it's just a fake thing they push on you.
Overrated?
Yeah, I think they try to just sell you.
Is it overrated?
The tire companies say, we could just make them think they need it.
Okay.
Same thing with 4-wheel drive. You don't really need that.
But when you start thinking about construction safety, because you were talking about this earlier, about the differences in safety and safety aspects when it comes to summer weather versus winter weather, as long as you're going to hit that summer tire thing.
Yeah.
And I start talking about the old SR5 here.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And does that bother you when I write in the...
That does a little bit. I can wax it up. Polish it up.
But winter weather, construction safety tips out there. We've had a couple big storms. If people are going back out, and they've probably been on holiday here with this last week. What'd you do for that? There was a holiday last week, right?
We're going to have to adjust the zoom because you're not in the frame. So you can either take... There we go.
Okay.
No, don't stop it. Don't stop it.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
Would you like this?
Yeah.
Wanna go out a little bit?
That's better, yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
For the holiday, I went to Burlington.
Okay.
And I played around up there.
Okay.
And then I came home.
You wear a bulletproof vest?
No.
Okay.
No, I was good. I'm pretty scary.
But yeah, you really are.
I'm pretty intimidating,
scary.
so I don't really have to mess with that.
But people are coming back to work.
You're right.
After a couple days off, and we've had a couple big storms.
Yeah.
I say big. We got 4 or 5 inches of snow total.
Yeah, but that's enough to
change things, right?
For sure.
And we got rain, and they got some ice. So we should always inspect and clear job sites.
Yeah.
Right? When winter weather hits, put down salt or ice melt or whatever it is to eliminate that slip and trip problem.
Yeah, we were just talking about that the other day, how the slip and trip is some of our top workers' comp stuff. Not even really job related, just headed out to the truck and you slip and fall in the parking lot.
So what we want to look at is improving the traction for the workers.
Yeah.
And then as far as the job site inspection, you always want to take a look and see if there are, because we're running temporary power on some of our job sites.
Right,
so it's not up as good as it should be probably.
Yep.
And you want to check and make sure that we have safe power and there's no power lines down.
Yeah.
Correct?
That's a great point.
Okay. How about once you get working on that, getting a little cold?
No.
Maybe you should have layered your clothing today. That's another big winter one, right? Layering clothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's always easy to take layers off. It's not as easy to put them on if you didn't bring them, you know?
So keeping warm is one of the most important things out there when working.
Base layers is huge.
Base layers?
Making sure. What am I going where?
Go ahead.
I always like my...
Base layer man, go ahead.
I like merino wool and that smart wool stuff. And I base layer it up. I wear long johns under my pants. And then,
I tend to like what they sell at Walt's used clothing or up there at Walmart. I'm not sure they have merino wool.
No, they definitely do.
Do they?
Yeah,
Okay.
I go to the thrift store. That's where I find my clothes. But you just got to go to the right one.
But you always got to layer. Good idea. Layer clothing.
Yeah, dress
Again,
for the
base layer probably being moisture wicking thermals.
Right.
Versus your outside layers.
Right.
Because you want to avoid losing body heat.
Right. Or sweating a bunch and then that sweat turns cold after a while and you're just sitting in a cold, wet cotton shirt.
Okay, which brings you with your cold, wet cotton shirt, we got to have some sort of heated brake areas, right?
Yeah, that's a good
that's
point.
important.
You know what I've seen is, I think it's Milwaukee has the heated jackets.
Oh, really?
Those are cool. Because they've got a little light up red thing right here, and I've been seeing people with them. Those, and maybe a vest too. And I thought, because I got a camo one for when I'm hunting, and it has little batteries.
Yeah.
And I got the socks too. But I thought the Milwaukee one was cool because I hadn't seen those yet.
Okay.
But how cool is that?
But you expand more energy in the cold.
Oh, right, yeah.
Trying to keep your body warm and your body trying to stay warm, you expand more energy.
For sure.
Than you do in the heat. So it's good to have a heated area that you can take a break in. To,
Like a nice warm job trailer?
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
And then, limit exposure to the elements by encouraging each other to take those frequent breaks and go in there. Don't forget, friggin' hydrate, because now you're sweating inside. And it's not, you don't just have to hydrate during the summer, you got to hydrate during the winter months too.
Yeah, that's a good point, because you're not really, I mean, sometimes you eat snow, but that actually doesn't, there's people, that actually doesn't hydrate.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Sometimes you eat snow.
Well, when you're walking
Do you
around.
eat the flavored snow?
No, not the yellow kind, no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
But,
I'm kind of concerned about you now, because you're going skiing today, right?
Yeah.
You got that new Blackstone grill you're going to put on the back of the old SR5 here.
No, we're going to take the Tacoma, actually. This is staying home.
And you're going to have a little cookout out there in the cold, and you're going to layer your clothing properly so you can have your cookout. I said you're going skiing. Do you warm up your skis before you use them?
I'm a snowboarder. No, I wax my board.
You're a snowboarder. I
Yeah.
forgot you're of that generation.
No, but I say skiing. I don't say I'm going snowboarding. I'll say I'm going skiing.
Okay, but you warm up your board before you go?
No, it's
your
in
boots,
the garage.
any of that stuff?
The boots are in my room, so
because it's always important to warm up equipment and tools and whatnot.
Well, yeah.
Especially on these.
I don't know.
Cold,
there's a lot of arguments.
Morning it was cold as hell.
There's a lot of arguments about those. The diesels that have all the emissions on them, like the DPF, and some people say you shouldn't idle them because it eventually clogs the filters.
Yeah, I'm talking about tools.
Oh, you warm up
That's
your tools before you use them?
That's where I was talking about tools.
I think you should.
Cords get brittle and shit, and they don't move the way you thought they were. They get
I don't
caught
run
on
cords.
Stuff. They aren't flexible.
No, I just go straight battery.
How the batteries don't last as long in the cold as they did
that's
before.
True. Yeah.
Right. So you gotta look at warming these things up before you use them.
Gosh, that's a lot of work.
Keep them warm. PPE. I saw you were reading an article on glove liners and gloves and
what I was reading is that OSHA went in and they changed the rules a little bit. Not even the rules, their phrasing. Where now not only is an employer supposed to supply PPE, but it also has to be properly fitting for that employee. So I can't just, let's say you've got small hands, which you probably do. So let's say you're like a small glove size. I accidentally give you like a large or an extra large.
Wasn't it Trump that talked about hand size?
No, he talked about boots too. Remember he said he wasn't tall and he had to wear wedges in his boots. Who was that? Was it the governor? It was the governor of Florida, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I think it was,
God.
and he had to wear wedges in his boots.
Okay, let's get back to
Yeah, sorry, but where the f were we? Oh, I
you
swore.
were talking about you swore.
My bad.
And you were talking about gloves and proper
you gotta have
fitting PPE,
proper
which
fitting
is a
PPE.
whole nother conversation. You can't just crowd that one into here because that's a whole nother important thing. Proper fitting PPE, but remember, steel toe boots get colder quicker.
And Well, now you can get the ones that are insulated. Like my Carolinas are insulated. I think they're like the 800 grain or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. That's why the composite could kind of be a better option.
And then don't forget your goggles and safety goggles. You should probably spray them with those anti-fog mist
Right,
or
yeah.
whatever, because they're going to fog up out in the cold.
Sure.
And especially with your body heat and everything else. And then I come back to that warming up your tools. Remember your fall arrest systems. If your harnesses are frozen or
Right.
they aren't, they're
Like
the
the D-ring.
lanyards aren't flexible enough.
Yeah.
That's going to affect the way you fall and what happens and how you move with them.
Yeah, I don't think I'd look forward to falling, but imagine you have to fall and hang there, and not only are you hanging there, but it's also 12 degrees.
And
That would suck.
you've got a 20-mile-an-hour wind.
So you're just kind of going like this.
And so you're, and this is something people have to take into context,
well-
is it's not just the ambient temperature, right? What it reads on the thermometer,
Yeah.
but it's the wind chills and everything.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
you guys on snowboards are pretty smart with that. You backcountry?
I have a splitboard, yeah.
Do you backcountry in the
Yeah,
on your snowboard?
yeah, I
do you worry
backcountry.
about wind chill?
Yeah, that's honestly one of my main things I'm worried about every day.
Wind chill?
Yep.
If you're backcountrying, aren't there trees and shit around so you don't have to worry about the wind
I mean, you're
blowing
more
in on
covered
you?
up, but if you're on a spruce knob, 2,700 feet up, it's still gonna be cold.
But
You're more worried about tree wells, but we
One-
don't really have bad ones here.
but one more time, if the wind's blowing 20 miles an hour, it's 12 degrees below zero, and you're out working, all of a sudden you've got to worry about trees falling in and around you, snapping,
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Especially when the snow weighs down their branches.
Yeah.
You never know what's gonna happen.
So that would bring us right around to having emergency kits readily available. More so probably in the winter times,
Like
than
those
in the
emergency
summertime.
blankets that fold out. They're like
Yeah,
this big.
or like you,
What?
probably open up the door. You probably got a shovel in there and an ice scraper.
Yeah, definitely.
And
I
I
use
know
those.
I've seen your sleeping bag you ride around with.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm in between houses right now.
Yeah, you got your sleeping bag, some extra water.
Well, right now I'm gonna turn that pile into an igloo, I think,
Okay,
and start living here.
would that constitute winter weather construction if you started to build an igloo over there?
I think it would until JA came and
Buried you back in.
and buried me. I wonder how long it'd take for someone to say, you know, Ben hasn't came out of his igloo in a while.
Now this I find interesting because Mrs. Wabi does this.
Yeah.
She carries cat litter around with her in her trunk.
Huh. To weigh down the rear end?
No, so that if she ever gets stuck, she can throw it on the ground because she won't carry sand or salt
You should
or
get
any
her
of
some
that
traction
stuff.
boards, some
She's-
recovery boards.
Recovery boards.
It's like what I run on this thing in the summer.
So it's always good. I mean, not only being cautious driving in snow and ice,
Right.
but it's always good to make sure we got the right PPE for out there for the weather and warm up your equipment and tools and
maybe-
layer on that old clothing.
And it
I
might
mean,
not
you're
be-
standing here shaking. I'm trying to
I'm not
make this
shaking.
go long enough
Yeah.
so that you turn around and say, "Okay, I'm cold. I'm out of here."
Right, because I came out to the garage and the camera was just out here and I had no idea we were filming out here today.
Okay.
Maybe it would be a good idea to have a big thermos with some hot chocolate in it.
Well, wouldn't that go back to your heated brake area?
Yeah,
you
but maybe
have?
just on the tailgate one day, you just got a nice thing of some hot chocolate.
You see that company down in Norwich? Moco or something? They
the hot chocolate company?
Yeah!
Yeah, I saw
They're a cool group, man.
They are.
They got like the best hot chocolate in New England.
Really?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
that is cool.
I'm not a big hot chocolate guy.
Then why'd you bring it up?
I'm just thinking of warm. I'm just out here spending my time trying to think about ways to make our job sites better.
You know what? I'm generally a Smuggler's Notch guy.
A Smuggler's Notch vodka hot chocolate guy?
Well, not even hot chocolate.
Just Smuggler's Notch.
But
do you heat it up in the microwave in a
Hold
little
on.
mug?
Alcohol screws up your temperature.
Really?
If you're
So you're telling me I can't drink at work in the winter?
Yes. If you're a big drinker, you tend to be colder and have a harder time recovering from cold than like me, who doesn't
Not-
drink at all.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So what I'm hearing is I should not drink
No,
during the winter.
that would be wrong.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So anything else you want to add today? I mean, what are we doing?
Well,
You're getting ready to go skiing, right?
yeah, I think I'm gonna piece together a 3-dayer. I'm gonna do Bolton tonight, and then Killington tomorrow, and then Sugarbush or Pico on Sunday, I think.
You know what's going to happen?
No.
You're going to go Killington, Sugarbush, Pico, and Monday you're calling in sick.
It's already on
I
the
can
calendar.
tell.
It's already
I
on the
can
calendar.
tell.
It's already
That's
on
what
the
you're going
calendar.
to do.
Yeah. No, it's because I'm cold and I need my break. And so I think what happens is if you don't use your break during the day, that rolls over into tomorrow's
And
break.
you add it to
Yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah.
So that by the end of the week, you got like 2 hours.
Same
of break.
thing. You think I'm just, I don't take lunches, but that's not because I don't eat. It's because I'm compiling all my lunchtime to turn into a week off.
Jesus, you're almost ready to leave today.
Yeah,
man.
I do a lot in my office.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But anything else? We
No,
good?
just,
Okay.
yeah, nice gloves. Maybe some good merino wool base layers. I got some for Christmas, so I'm pretty pumped.
Okay.
Yeah, gosh, I don't have a lot of wisdom today.
Okay. So, Richard,
Ben.
glad you're here. If there's anything we can do for you, let us know, because we're here for you. Give us a call, 802-223-2374. And if you want, send Ben
Yeah.
some ideas of what to talk about, because he's really running low. He's getting there. Okay? Otherwise, we may hear about his ski trip next week.
Yeah, I think we might. That'd be a good idea. Maybe I'll bring the camera.
Well, it's actually not next week. It's this week.
No, but I'm leaving MLK Day. I think I'm gone.
Are you?
I'm going up to Canada to ski.
Okay.
About the Monday I'm gone.
Oh,
Telling you
great.
now, it's on the calendar.
It's on the calendar. Everything's on the calendar the day after he leaves. Have a good day. Have a good week. We'll see you all next week. Thank y'all.